5.
Wilson on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 31, Burrow. He's going to wind up and air it out. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Harrison Smith. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Following the interception, Cousins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hinton. And the Bengals are going to have it here just past the 25. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is...
The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Joe Mixon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Joe Mixon. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run.
And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals 7, Vikings nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former Viking first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Vikings nothing.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
Bengals 14, Vikings nothing.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10. At their own
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins finding some room at midfield. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook, pushing his way through. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Cousins now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Open man here is Conklin. That catch good for only a couple. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he fires one, but incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. To the air again. It's Cousins. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
Mixon with a 1st down and more. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
64 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
1st down, Bengals.
Now they run with Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Big 13. Big 13.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and he's going to be met at about the 43. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a give to Mixon. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Here we go. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles. Don't get nervous.
A handoff to Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
This is Mixon, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, in order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to sift through.
On 3rd down, Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker rooms. We're just about ready for the 2nd half from Minneapolis. And for the call, let's rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Nwangu now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
DJ Reader there on the tackle. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. From the gun, here's Cousins. The quick slant caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here. Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. 66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. They'll run with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Joseph on for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Greg Joseph to kick off for Minnesota.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He'll air this one out for Boyd. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Burrow looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A big play there for Cincinnati.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
Here's Chase now on the jet sweep.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Burrow. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
From his end zone, Wilson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he's got some space here. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays. And there's an example of that right there.
On first down, Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one are thinking to themselves, I bet halftime is really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.